Thank you. Hello. I don't mind being here tonight, but I prefer a diverse bill. I just feel like diversity really gives the audience a chance to enjoy the show less. Everyone in the States is worried about Luigi. You know about Luigi, the killer? Luigi? Oh, Luigi Mangione. Oh, my screensaver, my Luigi. I know I've ruined 2 screens with him, but don't worry about Luigi because Biden already pardoned him. So that's like a son to me. And it makes me hope that maybe the woke thing is over finally. Right? Finally, right? We can compliment a woman on what a gorgeous cock she has. Or tell a guy he's got a nice pair of tits. You know. It's all about the election. I think that changed everything. That was such a tough election to watch if you're a Democrat. I haven't seen a woman beaten by a man that badly since the Paris Olympics. Seriously. It was... Poor Kamala. You know, I think she should have been nice to Trump, just conciliatory. He would have done her a favor. You know, his fans will believe anything he says. He could have told the Democrats that she was a white male. They would have voted for her. The gun sales have gone up over Christmas in the U.S. It's weird when the gun sales go up over the holidays because the kids are not even in school. But to all my Democrat friends in California, my friends who are liberals consider themselves liberal in California. They're apoplectic. They can't leave their beds because of the election. I'm like, don't worry about it. Most of Trump's fans are gun owners, and in the U.S. at least, most gun wounds are self-inflicted. So the problem will probably take care of itself. Well, I almost voted for Trump because I wanted to be on a winning team for a change, but I couldn't do it because I want to stay in the will, But I'm worried about the Middle East. I am, because I support Israel because they book me. I'd like to play Palestine, you know, but I don't want to bomb. But are there any Jews here tonight? Any Jews? Wow, we're surrounded. No, you guys, they're right there. I think you're very brave to say that you're Jewish, because usually Jews, they don't like a small, dark, confined space like this. But I was just in, I'm not used to that ooh thing. I was just in the US doing a show in California, and I said the word Jew in Los Angeles. They have a few there. And a woman raised her hand. I thought, oh God, here we go. And, because, you know, bitches be crazy. And, well, you can't slap the bitch. I quote P. Diddy when I said that. You cannot, that's his defense in court. You cannot, even though some women do look better with a black eye, you cannot, I think he meant a black guy, but anyway, you can't slap the bitch. But her hand went up in the back of the room, and she's like, hello. I said the word Jew on stage, and she's like, you cannot say Jew. And I'm like, Jew. And very Monty Python. And she said, no, you're going to burn in hell. That's racist. And I'm like, you can't burn in hell for saying Jew. You only burn in hell if you are a Jew. There I go, quoting the Quran again. Or the Labor Party manifesto. Hard to tell the difference, really. I mean, there are no rules. It's comedy, right? But people get so worked up. I noticed when October 7th happened in Israel last year, that a lot of people said the Jews. It was so. I'm Jewish, by the way, for this part of my act, and I noticed that the Jewish community felt they had to find some sort of previous event so that people could understand their suffering. You know what I mean? A lot of Jews in America said, "Oh God, this is this is a new 9/11." I'm like, I think the old 9/11 was your 9/11, actually, because I mean, 2 banks went down, so chances are, you know. And they're like, this is the new Holocaust. I'm like, I like the old one, really. Right? When you say new Holocaust, I think, oh God, more museums. But we got enough. Call your people. But A lot of people want to know who's funding Hamas. Who's funding? They still ask. I think it's Russell Brand because, well, he's had a good year. And really, in Palestine at least, rape is legal. But, and they have room service. But I think Hamas, the three that are left, I think they're fucking angry. Don't you think, Hamas? They're angry because the BBC will not recognize them as a terrorist organization. Right? They're like, we got boots on the ground, we're burning babies, we're killing our own people. What the fuck more do you want? And the BBC's like, we got a very high bar. You got to make fun of the Queen. And which one? Well, the one currently. Well, that shouldn't be hard. And then they're like, well, what about Hezbollah? How come they're terrorists? Well, they got pagers. With a pager, you're either a time traveler or a terrorist, for fuck's sake. And now, without their testicles, they're potential BBC employees, right? So, did you go to Jew school? Did you go to Jew school? You went to Jew school? Did you go? No? Jew school? Jew school? Jew school? No. No, in Jew school, we had to read all the religious texts. It's a really good thing in there. They teach you all of it. You don't have time for fiction, so I never read the Diary of Anne Frank, but I had to read all the other stuff. Now, I get the point. I saw the film. I'm locked in a closet. Me. And I get it. Kids are unappreciative. I made the right choice, but I had to read. My husband hates that joke, but I had to read the Quran out of respect because I want to try some jokes about it, and it is a goldmine of critical thinking. Are there any radical Muslim fundamentalists in the world? Yeah, they're always dying for attention. If there are, explain Big Mo to me. In the Quran, it's all about Muhammad, Big Mo, and it's kind of a diary piece, really. He's in the desert, hanging out with the apostles, selling pickles out of a van or whatever an illiterate pedophile does on a weekday, and he's not at home with the wife, right, Aisha, because she's 7, so the conversation's limited, And he's wrung all the juice out of that relationship, so he's hallucinating, as they did, and he sees a rock moving in the desert. So a rock moving, right? And he bends over, which is the part you'll play. He bends over, and like you haven't before, but he bends over, and he picks up, and under the rock is a talking ant. I know, a talking ant, right? Who knew Pixar wrote the Quran? I mean, I think just religion is just whatever lie you choose to fucking burn yourself over, and that's it. I mean, my husband's evangelical. That's not just his drag name. He believes that shit. I'm like, honey, how do you justify your gay leanings, your need for mangina, your craving of boy cunt? How do you justify that? Along with your need for the approval of the hottest Jew on a stick. And right? And he said, Capurro, I don't believe in the saints. I'm like, me neither. Until they sanctify Celine Dion, I'm not gonna fucking play along. He's so excited about Christmas, he loves it. Anybody excited about Christmas? I thought more this side. I don't really care about Christmas, right? Because I'm actually Catholic on my father's side, so but I'm not a pedo. And because I hate kids. They smell and carry disease like a Scottish cock. But I could never be a pedo. I don't read the news for the BBC. Although I think, in a way, I think pedos get a bum rap because it is free childcare. It is. It's free childcare. And say what you will about pedophiles. At least they drive slowly around schools. But I think... I see my friends out with their kids. I don't know what to say, right? Because the gays, we got to be nice now, right? Because we're everywhere, right? Am I right? I'm right, right? And no, you look familiar. And we have to be just the back of your head, but we have to be. You don't remember me, do you? Because your face is pushed in the pillow the whole time. But anyway, we have to be, you ruined my sheets. We have to be nice We have to be nice all the time, the gays. So I see my friends out with their kids and I'm kind, I'm polite, maybe not appropriate, but I do my best. I'm like, oh, your son. Oh. He's so handsome. Which sounds creepy, right? So I backpedal. I'm like, can I hold him? Well, he's 8. Right. Can I hold a part of him? I just want to fit in. I think, there's too much, maybe woke is dead here, but I was just over in Portugal and doing comedy. Oh, for fuck's sake, there's rainbow crosswalks everywhere. Jesus. I know. Makes me want to snort coke off a sailor's cock also. It makes me want to break the law. We don't need it anymore. You've done too much. Please back off. Call your friends. Gay men can adopt. It's too many rights. What if we get a gay kid? I don't need the competition. What if we get a chatty kid? Like, where are we now? Where are we now? God, you're in the boot. There's just, it's too much. We're in the military now. Gay women, that makes sense. A dyke with a gun, yes. Give that lesbo a rifle. That bitch is so fucking angry, seriously. She'll fix Bosnia. Let her fire it up. She'll shave the kid's head. She'll mow the lawn. She's up at 5 baking bread. Let her do it. But gay men, we're not good with the time thing. Getting up early, not our thing. Not morning people. Right? We're up at noon. Camouflage. Oh, God, I want to be noticed. Who rolled up my yoga mat? I'd be terrible in the armed forces, right? I like strapless. Also, I don't know what I'm going to do in combat if I come face to face with the enemy and he's hot, I mean, Muslim guys are delicious, right? They don't want to kiss. They cut right for the car crash. What am I going to do? Okay, Muhammad. You've been bad, haven't you? I want you on your knees. You're going to make me shoot. So yes, I am. Got me kicked out of an Uber. So we have to be, just back off. The whole PC thing. Let us say Christmas. My husband's all excited about Christmas. He goes on and on about how could I have married someone like me that doesn't believe in Christmas. I believe in Christmas. What I don't believe is that it happens every fucking year. He's like, you don't believe in Jesus. I'm like, I believe in Jesus. I'm not a fan. I feel about him the way I do Bette Midler. She can't really sing, but I like her style. Can we just leave it at that? I mean, I'm envious that Andrew Doyle, who you probably know, is escaping the UK, going to LA. If you saw any of his writing or his speech, he says that he's doing it because, this is an authoritarian nation, or is becoming such, the UK. Maybe yes, maybe no. But he's doing it for the money. Don't let him fool you. That cunt's going to LA to get rich, for fuck's sake. If I had cash, he'd be at my house around the corner right now, blowing my husband and writing jokes, trust me. I just don't want him to fuck it up, right? Because he'll be sarcastic. And Americans think sarcasm is mean. Although you can't really reduce stand-up comedy or humor in this country to one strain, right? There's so many ways on Twitter to go to jail. It is strange, though, My husband and I spend a lot of time online here at the holidays because the gays are so fragile. And gay men are so tender on Christmas. You can get whatever you want from them, seriously. They're so broken, they don't have family, They're pliable. So it's the gift we give each other. We've been together for many, many years. So now our gift at Christmas, we give each other a couple. And we look for a 4-way. It's the one time that we just said, why not? But they're always in Brighton. And they say Brighton, then you get there and it's Hove. Anyway, so I find life is like that sometimes, but we met this couple online. We went down to, oh God. And so my husband's choosing the music in the other room, playing with the dog, and I'm in a collar on my knees, and the guy next to me is the shaved head one, the younger one of the partners, and we're eating out of a dog dish. It's not weird. I mean, it's not vegan or anything, but, and there's an atmosphere, someone's smoking weed. I don't know where the fourth guy is, but anyway, we're going at it. And then this one, asks me to crawl on top of him, and I stop. I barebacked him for about a half hour, and that means fucking without a condom. And just so we can you cut to abbreviation. Yeah, for future. Yes, so I'll see you in the men's toilet. But anyway, but you won't see me. But anyway, so yes, I'm on him, and I'm inside of him, and he's like, "Tell me what you want." And I'm like, "I just want to, I want to, get this over with." And he's like, "Murder my ass." Oh. And I'm 62 last week, so I'm doing my best. 62 is like 8,000 in gay years, really, or 12 at the Vatican. At my age, I'm murdering your ass as much as I can. That's not what he wanted to hear. Tell me what you want. I'm like, this? I'm into this. He's like, well, what else do you like? I'm like, I don't know, big black guys and sissy boys. And he says, pronouns. Now? Which one? I mean, that subject comes up at the weirdest time. My friend, a friend of mine, she's a very worried, concerned white woman living in California. And she has a daughter who's now her son. She had a dinner party, a fondue, a vegan fondue. I know, vegan fondue. I've swallowed a lot of cum, but that shit, I'd rather inhale ground glass. Seriously, it's terrible. A vegan fucking fondue, right? And before she went to Berkeley. Anyway, so before we went there to her house, this Berkeley graduate, she sent me an email saying, "Hi, hiya. We're having this dinner party tonight, and if you could please notice that Maddie, my daughter, has transitioned to a boy, and her name is now Maddie, and her pronouns are he, him, they, them. If you could please respect their pronouns, we'd really appreciate it. Namaste." It was a fucking namaste that got to me. Seriously, that threw me over the fucking edge. I'm like, you don't even do yoga, you fucking cunt. But anyway, I thought, all right, here we are. So, yes, I love being lectured to about my own community by a straight white woman. By the way, my G is still in there, the LGBTIQ+. I mean, they're pushing the letter down, but we're still fucking in there. The lesbian, the gay, and the bisexual, the LGBT, the bi. Are there any bisexuals here tonight? Oh, one in the back, barely. All right, so, and it's probably not really bisexual. You're just a chick that likes tits. That's not the same thing. And it's always women, by the way, because bisexual men are just closet cases that don't want to disappoint their families. Am I right? So bisexual, anyway, so LGB, and then the T, the tranny. I don't mind a tranny. I don't mind a guy in a dress. Whatever, it's easy to catch. Or a chick with a dick. More dick. I don't know, bring it on. Just stay off my yoga mat. Why am I getting an email about this? LGBTI, the I, intersex, I have no idea. Q, questioning, we all have questions. Then the hashtag, and then at the end is the letter A for asexual. You know what that stands for? Asexual? Do we have to take them too? Are they being persecuted? I think we just want them out of the room because they're bringing on the fucking curve. But anyway, I'm in there. So don't lecture me. I get it. And she said, my friend Ann said, well, I saw you on Fox News. I'm on Fox News sometimes. I do. Like, well, whatever. They're great. They don't tell me what I can't say. Not like the fucking BBC when they have you on and then they fucking fire you before you get to the studio because they've seen your video on Facebook, right? That happens to me. But then Fox News just puts you on, they throw you up there and hope for the best. You've been on Fox News, they're homophobic. I'm like, I'm on Fox News. I think they know. I'm not trying to hide it. She said, I saw you say the word tranny on there. Tranny? Yeah, tranny. Uh-huh. Well, it's not tranny now, it's trans. I'm like, oh. Let them have the Y. They might want it back. What is she? I've known her daughter, Maddie, since she was conceived. I mean, I used to swing. No, I've known her since she was born. What does my friend Ann think is going to happen when Maddie? It's like she's going to answer the door at this dinner party. I'm going to be like, oh, where's Maddie? And she'll be like, Maddie's in here with us. It's not a fucking horror film. It's just a tranny. Doesn't make you special. You're just a queer. You're just a cocksucker who's a guy. It doesn't make anything interesting about you. You don't need a rainbow crosswalk. You don't need a fucking email. You just need to shut the fuck up about it. Because nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. When I used to perform here in the 90s, the 1890s, when I first came over, I'd walk on stage and come out. The audience here was like, Exactly. Nobody gives a shit. You can have horns in the tail, they don't care what color they are. Just do the fucking jokes and get off stage. I'm getting the light. See? Exactly. Anyway, I get all worked up about it because it's important to me. But I do think that Britain's worth saving. I do. Yeah. And I think comedy hopefully will save it. Live audiences at least. Although I got another hate crime filed against me. I've had 3 this year. I know, I still got it. No, the first one, never at this club in Central. The first one, the woman said that I was homophobic. And I thought, how much dick do I have to suck? 3,000 plus, by the way. You're welcome, ladies. A lot of pressure off your back. But seriously, how... Well, 3001. How much? But the most recent one is because I'm Islamophobic. Yeah. Because I fear being thrown off a roof. And that's irrational. Gays for Palestine. Yeah. Trans for Palestine. That might solve the problem as well. But anyway... She said that I was Islamophobic and that she thought that I was drunk on stage. I'm like, oh, I was stone cold sober, which I might be if I decide to live in an Islamic country. It's just ridiculous. They're just jokes. I'm not even gay. I just say that to calm you down. You've been lovely. Have a great night. Thank you so much.